This is my section 3 of the final exam, redoing a previous short assignment. I have chosen to do my short assignment number 3 based off the story of the Giving Tree. The overall actions and intentions of the tree in the story of the Giving Tree makes it clear that the tree represents a moral person. Throughout the video, it is clear that the tree is concerned with the well-being and survival of the boy. At the same time, it is clear that the tree doesn't and never would expect anything in return for its actions. However, as the video progresses, it becomes clear that at some points the tree may give too much of its available resources to the boy, and as a result, some could argue that the boy becomes too dependent on the tree throughout his life. Some would argue that the tree loved the boy more than it did itself. There are three main stages throughout the Giving Tree video that truly demonstrates how the boy becomes progressively more dependent on the tree. Throughout the beginning scenes of the video, the boy uses the tree's resources and kindness during his childhood years. During the middle scenes of the video, the boy depends on the tree and its resources throughout maturity and moving on in life. Towards the end of the movie, the boy reaches his final years and sees what is left of the tree as a resting spot. Interestingly, during the end of the Giving Tree, it seems as though the boy ages along with the tree, as it seems as though they both understand their aging characteristics. Towards the beginning of the Giving Tree, it is clear that the tree represents a moral person. One main reason for this, which appears many times throughout the story, is that the tree cares so much for the well-being of the boy. At one point, it seems as though the tree may care more about the boy than it does for itself. A direct example from the Giving Tree of this is, "And she loved a boy, very, very much, even more than she loved herself." End quote. Throughout the Giving Tree, it is clear that the boy and the tree both have a strong love for one another. An example of this relationship from the text is, begin quote, "And the boy loved the tree very much, and the tree was happy," end quote. The tree allows the boy to explore and try new and sometimes challenging things. Two examples of the exploration and challenge that the tree allows the boy to experience as a child includes climbing a tree and carving out a canoe. Lastly, starting when the boy was a child, the tree allowed the boy to rest and relax on it. This is an event that the tree allows to continue to occur throughout the boy's life. This is a key element of the story because it shows the tree has always and will always be there for the boy, even if it is when the boy just needs to rest. Towards the middle of the Giving Tree, the boy starts to mature and begins to show what some may call overdependency on the tree. However, with the tree being so kind to the boy, the tree continues to care for and give all of its resources to the boy. This is another true representation of how the tree represents a moral person. As the boy ages, he continues to request more and more from the tree. The boy begins to ask for more advice from the tree. The tree, with its simple and kind nature, continues to offer its resources to the boy. Sometimes, as the boy begins to experience rough and stressful situations throughout his life, the tree became more of a safe haven for the boy. A specific example from the text that shows how the tree continues to support and be a safe haven for the boy is, begin quote, "Come boys, sit down and rest," end quote. And the boy did, and the tree was happy, end quote. This support shows that the tree continues to change and adapt to changes and needs of the boy. It is clear that the tree serves this action in a moral way, and that it does it solely for the boy's benefit. However, all along, the boy has been and continues to diminish the tree's available resources. Although it may be clear to both the tree and the boy still continues to use and request resources and support from the tree. The tree, because of its moral personality, caring and loving qualities, continues to support and give its resources to the boy, even though it may be harming the tree in the long run. Toward the end of the story, the type of resources and support the tree provides the boy is different. The support and resources offered change from helping the boy through development and striving to be the best to helping the boy relax and come to the end of his life. At this time, both the tree and the boy agree that they are both getting older and the resource supply is getting narrower. Although the tree continues to be moral to the boy, he is able to provide less and less because the boy had already used his resources. A large example of this is that by the end of the giving tree, the tree has become only a stump. Two of the few resources that the tree is able to continue to provide to the boy still continues to be a place to rest and forever moral and loving support. These are two resources that the boy has always and will continue to be able to use throughout his life. A specific example of this changed type of connection support network from the giving tree is, begin quote, and after a long time the boy came back again. Begin quote, I am sorry, boy, end quote, said the tree, begin quote, but I have nothing left to give you. My apples are gone, end quote. Begin quote, my teeth are too weak for apples, end quote, said the boy. Begin quote, my branches are gone, end quote, said the tree. Begin quote, you cannot swing on them, end quote. Begin quote, I am too old to swing on branches, end quote, said the boy. Begin quote, my trunk is gone, end quote, said the tree. Begin quote, you cannot climb, end quote. Begin quote, I am too tired to climb, end quote, said the boy. Begin quote, I am sorry, end quote, said the tree. Begin quote, I wish that I could give you something, but I have nothing left. I am an old stump. I am sorry, end quote. Begin quote, I don't need very much now, end quote, said the boy. Begin quote, just a quiet place to sit down and rest. I am very tired, end quote. Begin quote, well, said the tree, straightening herself up as much as she could. Begin quote, well, an old stump is a good for sitting and resting. Come, boy, sit down and rest, end quote. And the boy did. And the tree was happy, end quote. It is clear throughout this specific part of the story that both the tree and the boy understand that they can no longer provide and receive the resource they always shared. However, they also realize that they have and will always have a moral commitment and genuine passion for each other. They also realize that they will always be able to support and provide what they can to each other for as long as they live. It is clear throughout the giving tree that the tree represents a moral person. It is clear that the tree is all about doing the right thing for the boy. It is also clear that the tree pays attention and provides for the good of the boy. It is clear that the tree genuinely performs these actions and provides these resources to the boy. The three main stages throughout the giving tree that the tree represents a moral person is in the beginning when the boy is a child, the middle when the boy is maturing, and the end when the boy has become a grown adult. Overall, I have seen these actions performed by moral people both in other books and stories and my own life.